What I loved about Maria was it was like watching your best friend out with her camera. Each episode felt like you were watching a short film. They really made you feel like you were going on an adventure. You can sometimes see Maria willing bad stuff to happen, as if she didn't want to disappoint us. I mean, there are a lot of ghost hunting shows nowadays, but Maria and her girl next door personality, it just made you feel like she would, like she would text you any minute, like your phone would buzz, and she would be like, "What are you up to?" I mean, she was so young and was just building a following. And she wasn't gimmicky, she was real. It's tragic.
I remember an episode when they went to a fair, and her old co-host Mike went on a thrilling roller coaster. I think it was called Demon's Throat. It was great. I mean, they took something as mundane as a roller coaster and made it so interesting. At one point, Maria kind of half stood up with her handhelds and hung out the side of the car and grabbed shots of the other riders and the old wooden rails that looked like they were about to split at the seams. Again, it was a few people on a roller coaster, but I couldn't stop watching and yelling at my monitor, "Hey, you're going to fall, sit down!" I couldn't watch. I don't know. She just captured me. And a whole lot of other fans too. I mean, you kind of couldn't wait for her next episode to come out. You don't get that from a lot of low-budget internet shows. When was the last time a web show had you binge watching? Maria was a trip. The whole crew was. I'm glad I got to speak about them today. It's like losing a family member, even though we never met.
Maria was awesome. The whole show was. I mean, watching the banter between Jake and the ever-skeptical Mario was great. They went from brazen adventure to an old married couple in seconds. Maria was the glue, though. Those two would not have done half the crazy stuff if not for the ringleader. If you ever get a chance to watch the episode where they sleep in a cemetery, not only did they sleep in a cemetery, but it quickly became a night out in a huge thunderstorm. I remember Jake looking for something to cover his camera with, and Mario quickly put out a plastic bag from his pocket and was like, "Always bring protection, son." It was great unscripted stuff. You just sat there waiting for Maria to backhand one of them. Well, in between reading from her Book of the Dead, of course.
Hi. Some of you are fans of Maria Andropoulos. Some of you, like Jay and I, received a disturbing email. And some of you are just going to happen onto this film. No matter how you found our project, we both felt that making this film was a great way to show the passion and will that the Old New Expeditions team displayed with every episode.
Yeah, some will look at this group of filmmakers and call them naive. We honor their passion and brazeness.
You'd be hard-pressed to find a more passionate host than Maria. I didn't know much about her or the show, but after editing the film, I felt like I learned so much more about her and the crew and the great lengths that they went through to get the story, especially on the weekend of September 12th.
With that said, we present Old New Expeditions' greatest exploration.
what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. As you know, my name is Maria and this is Old New Expeditions. Today we are going to be going to a creepy abandoned asylum. It's been empty for about 40 years. And who knows what kind of like ghosts and goblins and crazy people we went. What the hell?
You said you wanted this shit creepy.
You assholes! Now I have to reshoot this whole intro. I thought you guys wanted to help me get famous.
We do, Maria. We go
Get away from me.
What on this shot, Maria?
I'm fine.
Are you sure? My name's on the stock. I'm looking like no
Jake.
cheesy shit.
We've been hearing it the whole way up.
Alright. Anyway, I made adjustments to every lens, so it's gonna get that creepy look you want so much. It's gonna look real nice. Just please, can you shot some of my Dutch angles?
Alright, well, it's time for predictions now, so let's start with Mario. What do you think is going to happen this episode?
I think we're gonna have a real fun time chasing our shadows for a couple hours.
Please, just try to make it real.
Alright, we're gonna find some crazy people and they're gonna murder us.
Haha, very funny. Jake?
I think this is gonna be it. I think it's gonna be a big break into stardom, you know, internet hero. And we can finally go back to exploring for fun rather than just for your dumbass channel.
Well, I hope so too. Do you want to come take this camera?
Yeah.
So today I think we're going to have a really fun time just learning about the history of this old asylum. And hopefully we get to see some really creepy stuff. And who knows, there might be some crazy people living in the basement. But, I mean, they'd have to be absolutely insane to live there without water or electricity. So yeah, I hope we just have a really good time. We get to see some cool things. And who knows, maybe we'll find some real ghosts this time.
Alright, that was good. You just really gotta work on your angles for next time if you're gonna be shooting.
And you really gotta work on wearing your masks, both of you.
Alright, fine, cut.
Thank
Relent! 'Tis cowardly and womanish, you say. Not to relent is beastly, savage, and devilish. Which of you, if you were a prince's son, being pent from liberty as I am now, if two such murderers as yourselves came to you, would not entreat for life? My friend, I spy some pity in thy look of thine eye. To be not a flatterer, come thou on my side, and entreat for me. As would you beg were you in my distress, a begging prince, what beggar pities not? Look behind you, you say.
Sure is creepy.
So cool that we just kind of found it though, right?
I know, I bet there's ghosts inside.
Oh, sure, ghost.
Yeah, it's ready for you to move right in, Maria.
Hey!
We'll get some B-roll shots already here. This place is perfect. Alright.
Don't go too far.
Well. I should have brought my better light though.
I'm about 5,000.
This place is perfect.
Yeah.
Creepy shit out here.
Come on, Jake, let's go before it gets dark.
Alright, I got what I needed anyway.
I don't know anything about the asylum.
Probably local.
You wanna go ask them about it?
Sure.
Yeah, the followers really love the interviews too.
Yeah, Crackhead Forest interview's perfect.
Hey, be nice.
I'm sure they'll be real welcoming.
You can't insult them in case they watch the video.
If they have Wi-Fi, I'll be amazed.
That'd be lucky.
That'd be great because I have no service up there.
No, I haven't had TV for hours.
Hello? Hello?
You're gonna wake down in the hall.
There's no one here.
Hello! Come right in! Just make sure you wipe your feet on my mat.
Thank you.
Come right in, darling. Come right in, gentlemen. Follow me. You're just in time for dinner. I'm making spaghetti. It is my world-famous sauce, if I do say so myself. Please, have a seat.
With all the Kris Kringle bullshit I'm preparing.
Jake! Kris Kringle, that's funny.
I'm sorry, it just seems early in the year for
Oh,
me.
it is early, but you know, I love Christmas. I enjoy it so much, I wish I could put it in a bottle and just celebrate it all year round.
I see you're trying.
Okay, so tell me what brings you here tonight?
Well, we're out here filming a show. My name is Maria. This is
Nice
my
to meet
colleague
you,
Mario and Jake.
Nice to meet you, Mary. Nice to meet you, Jay. Tell me about the show.
So we're out here. We go around locally mostly, and we explore abandoned buildings.
Okay,
Like creepy ones, some that are maybe haunted, that kind of thing.
I see.
And we were on our way to the Macmillan Asylum, just up the road. when we came across an abandoned house, and we wanted to ask if you knew anything about either of those buildings.
Oh, I know about both those buildings, but the true expert is my husband,
Well,
who isn't home right now.
Before you tell us about anything, is it okay if we film in here?
Sure. But I ain't signing a waiver.
I'm
Just
sorry?
just kidding. You can film all you want, but my house isn't like Lifestyles of Rich and Famous, but it suits me just fine. I love it. It's my home, and you're more than welcome to stay as long as you please.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Do you want to set that up on a tripod?
Yeah. So tell me more about these lovely masks you
Well,
guys are wearing.
they're sort of just props for the show, like to kind of block them out as background characters. But
Interesting. We all wear masks. I have my own right here.
oh yeah?
Yeah, my hair's thinning. I have the big C.
Oh,
But,
so sorry.
It's my struggle. It's my cross to bear in this life, and I don't want any attention. I don't want any sympathy. I'll handle anything.
Okay.
Moving right along.
Well, yeah. So we are a part of a show that goes into old abandoned buildings and explores them and films it. And we always like to give a little bit of the history of the buildings.
Okay.
So we were on our way to the McMillan Asylum when we passed that creepy house just up the road.
Okay.
And we were wondering if you could tell us about any of the history of that.
Well, the owners died, and as usual, the children didn't upkeep the property and just went to hell. It's an all too common occurrence in these parts, You kids today don't know how to respect property and your elders, but I'm sure you guys are the exceptions to the rule. But why don't you guys take off your masks? By the way, I'd love to see your handsome faces.
They're kind of part of our characters. It's a setup. Identity.
I'm asking nicely. I'm your host. Why not? That wasn't hard, was it?
Nice to meet you again.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
So, what can you tell us about the asylum?
The asylum. Well,
Hey, if you don't mind, I really appreciate dinner and all that. I'm just gonna get a light and go get some
That's
extra
fine.
footage outside.
okay. Nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet
See you
you.
later. Okay. Well, the asylum. There's no mystery about the asylum, and it's not good to gossip about those who have passed on. And I don't see why young kids like you even want to visit such a scary place.
I'm 21.
21. Well, I'm sure you've seen a lot in your life, but anyways, where are you kids staying tonight?
We were probably going to stay at a motel tonight.
Oh no. You can stay right here. There's plenty of room. Plenty of room.
Here?
Yeah, why not?
Save a lot of money.
You have to talk
I
to
love having guests.
Jake about it. Make sure he's okay with that.
Oh, I hope he is, because I love having guests.
Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. Some big dude out there with a mask just ran into me. Came out of nowhere, right outside your house, in your driveway, just ran across. He slammed into me.
Are you
A
okay?
masked guy?
Yeah, some big dude.
It's Brent. It's Brent. He's harmless. He's
harmless.
He's harmless. It's Brent.
He's harmless.
He's nobody. He's a little touched in the head, but
Well, he slammed into
he's
me.
innocent enough. Don't worry about him.
I lost my fucking keys. I don't have the keys anymore.
Most people just drop a deuce for a scam
Oh,
like
fuck
that.
you,
Oh, yeah.
I was just telling your friends that they're more than welcome to stay as
You
you
want
are.
to stay the night here?
Yeah, and then you can look for your keys in the morning.
How are we going to get home otherwise?
Save money.
Yeah, I
Wait
guess
for
we
the
can
sun
look
to
for
come
in the
up?
morning. Sure. I guess we can look. Thank you for the offer.
You're welcome. I mean, you're not gonna find the keys at night right now.
No, not going back out there.
So you can stay here. I'll make you breakfast in the morning, and you can be on your way.
Thank you.
So how about I show you to your rooms? Right?
Should we put the camera up?
Get you tucked in.
So, George, thank you for sitting down with me today. I just have a few short questions for you.
My pleasure.
So I'm just gonna jump right into it. How did you and your husband meet?
How are you, man? You're taking me back here. I was in the hospital, the local hospital, and I just gotten wheeled out of shock therapy, and gotcha. No, I don't know. I don't think it's important how we met, you know? We met, something should be left between two people, if you know what I mean. And we're madly in love, and I think that's really all that matters. We love each other, we're living happily ever after, and that's all that matters. So,
All right.
basically, it's none of your business. Just kidding.
Well, thank you. Why do you two live out in such a remote area?
Well, you know, I love it out here. I mean, the country's great. I mean, you got freedom. You can come and go as you please. You can be as loud and crazy as you want to be, and you know, the stars are just gorgeous at night. You can see them so clearly. I mean, the lightning storms. I love lightning storms. You know, they're just great out here in the country, and yeah, I like, you know. Say Sarah and I were driving after church one Sunday afternoon, and we drove by this place, and I said to him, I want this place. Let make it happen. And sure enough, you know, shortly thereafter, we convinced the owners to sell. So I'll just leave it at that.
All right. Well, I just have one more question for you. What's up with you and Christmas?
How so?
Well, earlier you said that Christmas is your favorite time of year,
Oh.
and you wished you could just bottle it up and have it.
Oh yeah.
all the time.
Well, I mean, who doesn't love Christmas? You got presents, you got snow. You know, depending on what part of the country you're from, but right here we get a lot of snow. You got you know, beautiful, joyous music, and you know, I love singing Christmas carols. You know, who doesn't love Christmas? Excuse me, just my anxiety's acting up a little. My mother died on Christmas.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, don't be. I mean, blessing in disguise. You know what I mean? Blessing in disguise. Everything happens for a reason, right? The Lord works in mysterious ways. Gotta find a silver lining somehow. So yeah. I mean, my mother died, and but I love Christmas. I kind of went the other way with it. You know, I just love it now. I love it so much. Like I said earlier, I want to put it in a bottle, and you know, and open that bottle up and whenever I want. You know, I love Christmas. So.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And thank you again.
Are you sure you're not a detective?
No. But thank you again for letting us stay here.
Oh, no problem.
And
Anytime.
we'll see you in the morning.
Okay.
Yo, that dude George is a trip.
It's not bad.
Like he's a fucking nutter.
Yeah, whatever.
Like out of this shit.
Did you say your prayers? Oh, hell no. Not in my house, Buster. Not in my house. I have rules, and my rules will be followed. Or you can both go home right now. Okay? To think, an unmarried woman sleeping in the same bed as a man. Call me old-fashioned, but that's just not right. It's just not right. Okay? Oh, have you no respect for her, Mario? Have you no respect for yourself, Maria? You don't answer. I will tell you why you need to save yourself for marriage. Marriage is a precious gift given from God to be given to your husband, your worthy husband, on your wedding night. And not a day sooner. Not a day sooner. Not one day sooner. On your wedding. Your virginity, your body, is your worth. It's your value as a woman. It is the only thing you can give. It's what you give to your man, okay? It's what you give to your man. When the time is right, and not a day sooner. If you go down this path that you're on right now, you're going to end up making your way with midnight mistresses. You're going to be harassing truck drivers at gas stations for dollars, for quickies. No, you don't want to go down that road. My mama went down that road, okay? And it didn't end up well for her, okay? I witnessed the whole thing. It was a traumatic experience for me, okay? So I learned my lesson by watching her. I said, I'm not going to let it happen to me. You know, it didn't happen to me. I found a great man that I'm married to. We have a great life. He brings home the bacon. I'm happy. He's happy. And we're going to live happy happily ever after, and you can live happily ever after if you find the right man, okay? Not some silly boy who can't give you anything but a lick and a promise and maybe a bulging belly if you're unlucky. You don't want to go down that road, okay?
If it bothers you that much, I'll just move.
Yes, please. Say your prayers and then go to sleep. I have dishes to do. Good night.
Good night. Thanks for letting us sleep here.
Can someone just turn on the light and the camera?
Don't worry, he's just a religious nut. See you in the morning. There's your movie star. Looks like she had a good time last night. Whatever, no point waking him up till I find the keys anyway. And no one's home.
Wakey wakey, rise and shine, Maria. It's time to get up.
What time is it?
I don't know, you got a watch on?
Are you filming me right now?
Yeah, you said you wanted to get everything.
Not like this.
It's raw, it's real, it's what the fans want to
This
see.
is not what they want.
It is, it's your beautiful morning face.
Oh, you're very funny. Have you seen Jake at all?
No, I think he's off filming birds or something.
Have you seen anyone?
No, I just woke up.
Okay. Keep the camera steady, please.
Okay, I know, I've heard it from Jake quite a few times.
Jake!
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 Hello?
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Happy birthday, Jesus!
Wow.
Yeah.
How exciting.
Please, come sit down.
For breakfast?
Yes.
Okay.
Watch that. Watch that. My puzzle.
Okay.
That's 3 months of hard work.
Okay.
I don't have time to waste.
I'll be careful.
Please.
You okay?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Now, for the delicious blueberry muffins.
Oh, blueberries. They look really hot.
Smells so good.
They're hot and delicious.
Okay.
Oh, don't hurt yourself. Oh.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
It smells so good.
Eat up. You need your energy.
Yeah. They smell really good. They don't really look like blueberry muffins, but
They're breakfast. Please eat it.
they look delicious.
Okay.
I woke up early to make it. Please.
Thanks for
Thank
going
you
to
so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
There was really no need.
Have you?
Have you seen your husband?
My husband is around here somewhere doing whatever it is he's doing, and He'll be back and you can conduct your little interview. Just be patient.
Okay.
Patience is a virtue.
Well, have you seen Jake at all?
Jake came down a little while ago and he ate his muffins, most of his muffins, and he enjoyed them, and then he went for a walk. He found your keys. Everything's fine. You can take a deep breath. He found your keys, the keys that were missing, and now he went for a walk or whatever it is he does. He's reading a book, whatever he is. That's not important. What's important is that you get some food in your bellies so you have energy to conduct your daily business.
Yeah.
I like your toenails.
Oh, do you? Aren't they nice?
Oh, wow.
It took me about 45 minutes.
They're beautiful.
You know, I could teach you a thing or two about doing your nails and other things. That ladies do.
I'd like that.
No problem. Come see me later and then I can help you out.
Well, I think we're gonna take our muffins. Oh my goodness! Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Do you
I'm fine. Okay, this is my cross to bear. Okay, not everyone can be young and healthy like you two. Okay.
Okay.
We're just gonna take our muffins and go.
Eat them here, please.
Well, we need
I took the liberty of waking up early to make these muffins.
They're tasty.
Give me patience.
They're delicious.
I want you to eat them in front of me, please.
Okay, but we gotta go look for Jake.
We gotta go look for Jake.
You know what? You can't tell kids what to do. Go do what you're gonna do.
Okay, thank you.
Kids.
They're really
They're
tasty.
delicious muffins. Thank you for breakfast.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I've never had a muffin quite like this before.
Oh my goodness.
This is so weird.
What the hell? This is awesome. This is awesome.
B-roll, take 4. Hope you appreciate this, Marie. I'm getting eaten alive for you. This place. Oh, what the fuck? Some psychopath shooting off fireworks in the woods. You're gonna love this one, Maria. This is right over here. Hello?
What the hell are you?
Hi, my name's Jake. I'm just the cameraman. I'm recording some B-roll for my friend's channel. Sorry to bother you. I didn't know anyone was out here.
Why the hell not? This is my place.
Yeah, geez, man. I'm sorry. You have a nice setup here. What are you up to? Just shooting off some fireworks?
Yeah, 4th of July celebration.
Yeah, well, I mean, what? You're a knife thrower too, I see.
Whatever.
I mean, can you mind if I record you hitting a target? It'd be really perfect for for the channel.
What's this for?
Oh, it's just my friend's channel. It's a real small thing. No big production or anything. Like, it would really help me out a lot. I'd appreciate it.
Sure, kid.
Cool. Thank you so much. Yeah, just let me set up the camera real quick. It'll only take a second. I'm sorry to bother you.
You know how to work that thing?
Oh, yeah, it's not too bad. I just got to change the lens real quick, then I'll be all set. Thanks again. I really appreciate this.
No problem. Makes it kind of fun.
Ah! Jesus Christ! You hit me, man. What the fuck?
You didn't get cut,
Oh my god. Dude, I'm fucking bleeding out. The fuck is wrong with you, you fucking psychopath?
Come on, open that door on the right. Come on. Not that heavy. All right, down in there. Get in there.
The fuck is wrong with you two? Out here!
You can't get out now. Well, there you go, Georgina.
Alright, Jake, you want to go off in the woods and play filmmaker? Fine. I'm going to be here, I'm going to practice my role, and I'm going to get the role. I'm going to get out of this town, but you know what? I've done something for you. I've got your silly little German-French angle thing going on, so I hope you enjoy this awesome footage. Here we go. Relent! 'Tis cowardly and womanish, you say. Not to relent is beastly, savage, and devilish. Which of you, if you were a prince's son being pent from liberty as I am now, if two such murderers as yourselves came to you, would not entreat for life, my friend? I spy some pity in thy looks. Oh, if thine eye be not a flatterer, come thou on my side and entreat for me, as you would beg were you in my distress a begging prince. What beggar pities not?
Look behind you, my lord.
Oh. Whoa, where did you come from? I didn't know I had an audience. Are you wearing my mask?
Take that! And that! If that not be enough, I'll drown you in the Malmsey butt within. Get those files out of there. Come on. Not hurt that badly. Just a couple of knife wounds. Okay, back up a little bit.
Okay, so right now I'm outside of George's house in the woods, just kind of wandering around looking for Jake. Me and Mario have split up, so he's off doing his thing, and I really hope Jake isn't planning one of his practical jokes, because that would be not cool, because I'm alone. So yeah, that's just where we're at. This just might just be a little bit of footage, just the woods, and anything we see out here. Right, let's go. Hello?
Who the hell are you? What do you want?
My name's Maria. I'm from the show Old New Explorations. You might have seen it.
No, where is it?
It's just on the internet.
Oh. I don't watch that crap. The only thing I go on the interweb for is to learn how to do videos for of my old lady's home movies. I don't watch that crap. Other stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Can I interview you?
About what?
Nothing in particular. I'm just interviewing everyone who lives in the area about something creepy or scary that's going on.
Scary? You want scary, huh? I could do scary. So listen to this. A few months ago, the doctors diagnosed my lady with the cancer. They asked me, they probably gave it to me. Now, got to wear a wig because of all the treatments and whatnot. Even with it, she looks a lot more masculine than for my taste, if you know what I mean. The worst part is, the specialists say she's not even going to make it to Christmas. That'll kill her.
That's so awful. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, can you believe it? All that fancy equipment, the doctors and the tax dollars and the insurance money, and they can't keep one old lady patched together for a few months? It's my blood boil. Just thinking about it. I mean, can you believe it?
Well, the exact same thing happened to my grandma. So I understand.
Oh, sorry to hear that, sir. Well, enough of that. Let me ask you something else, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
So, what's a pretty thing like you doing all by yourself out in these woods?
Well, I'm not all by myself. My boyfriend Mario's out here. So is our friend Jake.
I don't see him.
I was just looking for Jake, well, when I found you.
So he's lost?
I hope not.
Well, tell you what, I know these woods like the president knows his White House. I'll have to look for it.
I saw a bridge back that way. Maybe they crossed that?
No, nobody goes over that. This time of year, it's too mucky on the other side. Nobody go there. We'll go this way, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Would you mind if I ask you something personal?
Go ahead.
Well, it's having some marital difficulties that I thought a woman's point of view might be helpful. Thought you might do it, but can you turn off the magic eye?
Aw, he's shy.
Yeah, I don't want everybody on the tubes knowing my private business.
Sure, I'll turn this off. I think giving her a celebration would be a great idea. Whatever you give her, as long as it's from the heart.
Thanks, sweetie. You know, I think I was getting the cold thighs about what to do with this. You know, talking to you really helped. I appreciate it.
Our car is missing.
Your car? Where was it?
It's parked right there.
Here?
Yeah.
That's weird. Kind of fishy. That it would just disappear like an apparition.
Yeah.
Well, you wanted a scary story. Here's one about your car disappearing.
Is there any service up here at all?
My phone gets service. Most people's don't, but we could go into my house here and I could get my phone.
Isn't that George's house?
George? Who the hell's George? I don't know any George. Just my wife and I live here. There's no George up in this road.
Okay.
Come on. Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Let's come in. We'll figure this out inside. I'll make you some tea. It'll be nice and smoothing for you.
And battery is back.
Ah, great. I love a woman that fixes things and gives good advice.
Thanks.
Here's a tea, I promise you. Drink it right down, make you feel better.
Thank you.
I'll go get the phone.
Okay. These guys are batshit crazy. This is awesome. This is amazing stuff.
Yeah. Drinking your tea?
You
didn't touch it.
I'm not thirsty, but
You were a second ago. What, are you scared of something?
should I be?
Why should you? You could run away from me, old coot like me. Or maybe not.
Ah!
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth
Georgina's here.
receive.
Everything's
Na
okay.
na 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 na. Let heaven and nature sing. Let heaven and nature sing. Let heaven and Georgina sing. Can't have Christmas without a little snow. Now, what you crying about, Maria?
You know her?
Yes, I know her. She's trying to be a star. But she needs to buck up and look in the camera. You can't be a star unless you gotta grab hold of.
Don't.
Come on, don't be a baby. Come on. Every artist must suffer for his craft.
Stab me in the
You
leg!
must suffer. This is suffering right here on my nose.
Yeah, come on. Everything's gonna be okay.
I don't
now.
like babies.
Georgina's here.
The only baby I like is baby Jesus. I'll say it again. Baby Jesus is the only baby I like. Amen.
Get that camera. Oh, Maria, you're so predictable. Trying to escape now. I saw Jake's notes. He'd love this angle.
Say, Star, she's getting away. Bring her back! My life depends on it!
Don't worry, honey, I've got her.
What happened in the woods? George, what the fuck?
Haven't you ever seen a lady before? Shut up!
Okay, Georgina. The camera's on you. Our offerings are sedated. It's time for your ritual.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost. Amen. O Christmas spirit, baby Jesus, the powers of the universe, whoever is out there listening, please accept my offering. Please, please take these young lives so that I may have mine back. Please, Christmas spirit, please allow me to behold you this December, this Christmas, instead of dying in this hot, miserable summer. Please, whoever is out there listening, whoever can purge my body of my cancer, please help me. Please take these offerings. Please. Amen. Say sorry. One, two, three.
Hey! Who's out there? Someone let me out of here! I'm trapped!
Oh, fuck, I broke a nail.
Please! Someone help! Let me out! Who's out there?
That doesn't do it.
Please help me!
I don't know what will.
I
Please!
don't know either. I should be healthy in no time. Hey,
Help!
where's that new outfit I got you for Christmas?
Help me!
It got a little bit
Please!
stained.
Someone!
That's okay.
Please let me out of here! Please! Please!
Are we rolling? Maria, I just want to apologize about last night. I didn't mean to hurt Mario and Jake. It's just, I'm sick and I'm desperate and I was just trying to help myself. And I was being selfish, okay? And I just wanted to ask you something. Can you please forgive me? Oh, Maria. I'm so sorry for what happened. But look at the bright side. At least you're a star now. That's what you wanted. Suffer for your craft. Suffer for your craft, remember. Too bad. Merry Christmas. First off, I'd like to say thank you to my wonderful husband, Cesar, for fulfilling all of my Christmas wishes this season.
Oh, I only did what any husband would have done. Joyous wife, wonderful life.
Let's see. I hope you enjoy this gift that we're giving to you. God knows that many sacrifices have been made to get us to this point, and our story, I believe, is going to end happily. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and Georgina signing off for the last time.
So I'm doing this last tape because Georgina's dead. After we sent out that Christmas video, well, all the sympathy was for Maria and those boys. Can you you believe it? No one seemed to even care about Georgina. Well, even though she kind of predicted that video would make Maria famous, well, when it happened, and there was all that hate that was directed towards Georgina and me, well, she couldn't take it. It was too much for her, especially in her weakened state. So, I'm making this tape for Georgina's legacy, to tell her side of things, if you know what I mean. Now, this is the last battery that I have for this camera, and I don't have no electricity, so I'll just keep talking till it dies. But first, I gotta tell you, Georgina was not evil. No way. In fact, she was kind of innocent and sweet. You know, the way she loved Christmas so much, just like a little kid. You know, that is till the cancer got her and all the effects. Well, the ritual, well, she really believed it was going to work. I don't know where she got that cockamamie idea, but in her heart, she believed it. And if there was another way that she believed would work, I think she would have tried it. But by then, you know, she was kind of crazy old lady. You know, the cancer got her all twisted around in her brain. And for my helping, well, I never really thought it was going to work. Not in the way that she did. But I thought, you know, if she really believed it, really did, then who knows? Because you hear all kinds of crazy stories about miraculous recoveries and the power of positive thinking. So I thought, well, maybe it would do some good if I played along. You know, the Kilvins were the hard part. I felt kind of bad about those kids. But I've done a lot of hunting, and it wasn't that different. You know, I always feel a little bit bad for the deer or the turkey or whatever, but you just go ahead and do it anyways. And with these three, well, those two boys, they were pains in the asses anyways. You know, the one always forgetting his Shakespeare lines, and the other one always trying to find some stupid artsy camera angle, you know. But Maria, the other hand, you know, felt more bad about her. She was kind of sweet. Yeah. Now, if you're still looking for their bodies, just go out behind our place and go straight back across that wooden bridge and then straight back another quarter mile. And that's where you'll find them. We put the three of them all in one hole together. Figured it was okay. You know, they think she was sleeping with both of them anyways. And Georgina made a real nice burial ceremony with candles, nice words and everything. See how thoughtful she was? Now, Georgina's grave, I ain't telling you where that is. That's a little secret between her and me. At any rate, after the video came out and I had to bury Georgina, well, I had to go into hiding. That's why I'm staying in this rat hole. Oh, but there is one more thing. Georgina said it was very important that I tell you. everybody needed to know this. You know, you can't forget that even
Maria. Maria was quite the explorer in high school. She earned the nickname Dora from her friends. Once, she had half of the graduating class. She convinced them that the school was haunted by the spirit of a former janitor who was supposedly killed in a bus accident after hearing of his termination. So Maria takes half of the graduating class, they go downstairs into the basement, into the connecting sewer, and she wanted to prove that the school is still haunted by the spirit of the bus driver. It was a fabricated story, of course. Maria was known for making stories, and it was preposterous. But that's who Maria was. It was an entertaining story nonetheless, and it frightened a few people. She wasn't just a curious girl, she was also very smart. Whenever I would call on Maria in class, she would rarely answer my questions. But I would look over in her direction, and you could see there was a look of confidence on her face. You could tell that the retort to the question was bouncing around in her head, but Maria did not want to be a butt kisser. That's not who she was. Maria wanted attention, but she wanted attention in her videos. Not from me in real life, anyway. She was a great person. I am honored to have known Maria.
You know, in a weird way, I'm kind of responsible for creating the Maria monster. See, when we were younger, my dad bought me this camcorder to play around with. I was happy just making stupid stop-motion videos out of clay. But Maria, she had us walk into town, interviewing homeless people, asking them if they knew about the legend of Crazy Mary. There we were, 2 kids, giving bums crackers for made-up stories about an urban legend. Did I mention she had us sneaking out and doing this at 1 a.m.? More crazies will be out, is what she said. Well, she turned out to be right. And we grabbed this compelling interview with one guy, led us down to a creek where he had set up shelter. He had some fascinating stories about how he went from being CEO of a New York advertising agency to living under a bridge. I mean, the guy laughed and said, the same magazines he used to kiss ass to for advertising time, he now used to wipe his ass. The guy was a real character, and an open book for Maria. Unfortunately, I was so nervous, I never hit record, so we got none of that. That's probably why I never got to explore for expeditions.
My sister and I got along well. We weren't super close. While she was seeking out mysterious houses, I was more into mysterious guys. I loved Little Rat, though. Even though she's a pain in my ass. Maria made an event out of everything. I remember one of my birthday parties, she convinced all my friends that an old house down the street was haunted, and they left me eating cake by myself in order to break into this vacant house and look for ghosts. As I recall, that year, my birthday wish was for Maria to disappear. As for their spooky little adventure, they didn't catch any ghosts, but they did video 2 realtors screwing in the kitchen. Not so scary? You didn't see the realtors, though. They were rather large individuals. Loved my little sister. As hard as this is for me to process, I find comfort knowing that she passed doing the thing she loved doing the most in this world.
Sorry, but my sister just couldn't handle speaking here today. At first, I really didn't want to either. But this format, it's what Maria adored. I always thought of my nieces as my own children after their father left them at an early age. I don't view what happened that weekend, as terrible as it was, as a little girl losing her life, but rather the beginning of her legacy. The world has now gotten to see what only a few locals were able to appreciate. My niece's passion and perseverance. A passion that it didn't get her killed that day. It helped her spend her days on Earth with more excitement and bliss than the average person. She may now be immortalized in a film, but she captured our hearts forever. I never had any children of my own, but those girls, they gave me more love than anyone could imagine. Maria, she often called me Dad. Losing one of them is an unimaginable void. I wouldn't wish it on my worst foe.
What you just saw was actual footage of the weekend at Georgina Christie's house. It's interesting to look into the mind of a person with mental illness.
For sure. We not only got into the head of Georgina, but the head of Cesar.
Yeah, if ever two people were made for each other, you know?
Right. Unfortunately, those two got more than their time in the light. You know, as twisted as a little film they made was, it did show what depths Maria, Mario, and Jake went to for their craft.
Yeah, and I feel like Jake and Mario would have easily turned back, if even partook in the experience, if it hadn't been for the hunger and the enthusiasm that Maria displayed. I mean, the deeper into their world she got, the more excited she became.
Indeed. It was clear every time she was on camera. I can't help but think about what great journeys they could have taken us on if they'd been able to continue to grow as filmmakers.
We want to thank the friends and family members for speaking with us about the crew, as we know how difficult it must have been.
Yeah, it seemed to give them some closure, not having the twisted footage be the last words from the gang, but their loving words and reflections really carry on the crew's spirit.
And before we wrap, the fans, the friends, the family members, they weren't the only ones affected by this video. Before the footage went viral, the video went out to George's many acquaintances as a Christmas e-card.
Twisted, to say the least. Well, we were lucky enough to speak with some of the people who received the great gift.
I knew George Christie for about 2 years while I was undergoing treatment at St. Luke's. George, well, he was an orderly there, never a patient. He was a sweet and charismatic guy. George would often come into the lounge, be a shoulder to lean on for the patients, often at our lowest point. I did receive the email from him and was surprised to see him in that light. Probably the most difficult part of the video, besides the obvious violence towards those poor teens, was the Christmas aspect. I sat with George many mornings as I vented about my life and the pain that I was going through, both from the disease and from my own emotional state. George knew what Christmas meant to me. My mother tried to kill herself on Christmas when I was a child. It totally destroyed the holiday for me.
Hi, my name is Stephen Grace. I worked in the cafeteria at St. Luke's for a few months while in college. For the most part, George never showed any signs of being unbalanced until this one time. I believe it was a Sunday. Very busy day in the hospital because there were a lot of people there visiting the patients, not to mention the hospital staff and the doctors. I think there was some sort of football game on, and it made the area even more popular because there was a TV in the cafeteria. George sat alone in the corner for about 6 or 7 hours trying to piece together a puzzle. The hospital had a bunch of games and magazines to help the patients keep their mind on, vacation. Anyway, he spent his whole shift trying to piece together this large puzzle. Must have asked me 15, 20 times to help him put it together, but I was busy. I had a crap load of dishes piling up, and I didn't have any time to help somebody play a game. I just wanted to get out there and get out of work and go hang out with my friends. So when my shift was ending, I really rushed to get done and get out. And that's where he threw the fit of all fits. He threw a kind of tantrum my 3-year-old throws when I give him milk and he asked for juice. He totally flipped.
Hi, my name's Smith Kane. I only interacted with George a few times while my wife was at St. Luke's. He always seemed like a decent enough guy, The patients really liked how he would sit with them and listen to their stories. In that video he sent out, you can see he did a little more than listen. It almost seemed like he absorbed a little piece of each and every one of them. Yeah, unfortunately, he liked to take more than just their personas. Sometimes he'd take their belongings too, especially the women. That wig and that blouse that he's wearing at one point in the video, that's my wife's, Cynthia's. But wake, that is where I would have just jumped up and strangled the guy, if I could have, if I wasn't just so immobilized by grief. George or Georgina, he comes dressed in this black gown and this black veil. And not only that, but he jumps on the coffin, wailing like it's his wife that's being put to rest. I never thought that someone could ruin a funeral worse than death itself,
I was a local chaplain at St. Luke's. Mr. Christie would often follow me around as I would go and speak to the patients. He was harmless. He would sort of hang around outside the door as I would give them communion, or let them tell me whatever was on their mind that particular day. One night, though, he followed me through the parking lot, wanting to know more about the meaning of life and the Son of God. On any normal occasion, I could sit and talk for hours with anyone that needed the love of God in their heart. But Mr. Christie was demanding and irate. He yelled at me, asking how Jesus could let someone deteriorate inside from a disease. I tried to explain to him that everyone has a cross to bear in their life. For some, it could be health, their own or the health of someone they love. For others, it could be financial hardships or the overall feeling of loneliness. But that this was all part of God's divine plan. I know I even struggle sometimes to believe the words I spoke to him, but my faith is what gets me through difficult times. And my faith is all that I have in my life, especially as I age. Apparently, Mr. Christie took it to heart when one of the patients he bonded with suddenly passed away. In fact, he was wearing that bandana that night in the parking lot, screaming, "Today, as with baby Jesus, there will be a rebirth. No soul will remain undead forever." I've seen a lot in my time, and I don't scare easily, but those eyes that night, they shook me.
Well, as we did not want to glamorize the events of that horrible weekend, we did want to probe into the mind of a person with mental illness.
Yeah, in an attempt to find out more about the doting husband, Cesar, Tripper and I reached out to a lot of the locals, but we couldn't find out too much more information about him. I can say that his name was in fact Bill. and he often slept in the woods, not having any real permanent residence. And to our knowledge, he and Georgina were not even married.
And Jay, don't forget about the Georgina dream house.
Right. It wasn't even theirs. It belonged to a family who used it as a part-time vacation home. Needless to say, they were shocked as to what happened there.
As for the whereabouts of the loving couple, Caesar claimed that George had passed away, but no bodies have been found. As for the doting husband, his body was found in the middle of the woods shortly after his final video entry. Rumor has it he died after eating some poisoned cookies.
The whole story is strange, and we thank you for checking out our film. Please follow us on social media.
And we're both grateful that we had the chance to give Maria's final story to the world.